So I'm gonna be trying double-walled mugs again. Just clay all over my face. Anyways, this is 2 pounds, which is probably way too much. Because those back there were a pound. I'm gonna be doing the double-walled within itself, or like in one piece. So yeah, we'll see. Hello. Hello, I'm from the United States. You asked me, what was it? Yeah, Sigma asked me where I was from, and I was saying that I'm from the United States. I'm gonna make a double-walled mug, so I'll be drinking tea out of it, but other people would call it like a coffee mug. So it'll be an insulated mug. Right now I'm doing what's called coning, which is prepping the clay to be thrown. Casey is my name. I didn't wedge this clay well. Lots of words. Hi, Mason. I've got one of my cousin's son's name is Mason. Cone one more time and then be done with that. Hello, fighter. Oh, hey, passerby. Casper says hello as well. Yeah, the birds are out today, for sure. It's overcast. They're having a good old day. I'm like too aggressive with this. I'm doing pretty good, passerby. Thanks for asking. I'm kind of out of my slump that I was in. I may still be in a bad throwing slump, though. MMA fighter, I think that's what you're saying. So, yeah, MMA fighter. I am making pottery. This is gonna be a double-walled mug, but it's gonna be a gigantic one, I think. Honestly, I got a huge thing of clay. Thanks, passerby. I'm okay when things go bad. As far as clay. I'm gonna make a Bigfoot on this, so I gotta remember that. I want a Bigfoot. Mad vases. What are mad vases, Junior? Are they like angry, or are they like mad angry, or mad crazy? Like mad lads. MMA fighter. Try to be kind. It's my most important thing. Try to be kind. But thank you for mamming me. Oh, mud vases. Hi, Rem. You love to watch pottery? I like watching pottery too. I You ever seen that Great British Pottery Show, the Pottery Throwdown? All right. Can you all hear the wind? Hey, dear.
Sure.
Yep.
I got to Volcanus.
Ooh.
38 hours.
Congratulations, dear. That is huge.
Yep. I'm working on it.
Gotta keep going.
Chilly.
It is chilly. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Kashif. Let me know if I said that right. It's important to say people's names right. That'll be the foot, what actually touches, so I need to remember that. Daryl, how'd you get your name like that? That's cool. It's there, so that's not too bad. Did I do that? You guys are distracting me, right? Yeah, that's correct. Tally says hello, Junior. So you're gonna make mad mud vases. Oh, I can't. Mad mud vases. Alright, so this part needs to be thin. Well, good luck on your soccer match, Junior. I'd love to see your mad mud bait faces. It sounds cool. Daryl, that is cool looking. Hey, Shuriken. Good. How's your day going? I Ram, appreciate that. That's kind of you. How did I do that? Junior, a lot of practice is how I did that. And it's not, I've only been doing this for like not quite 2 years yet. You go see people who've been doing it for years and years and years. They're amazing. There's this one guy, Ben Wolf. You can find him on YouTube. He's what's called a production potter. So he just makes pots all day long. He's been doing that since forever. He can make an insane amount of pots, just not even thinking. I'm making an insulated mug, so the same thing that I was making last time, except this time I'm throwing it in one piece rather than two, because I didn't really like the way the twos came out. And the one is something kind of similar I've done before. So I'm yeah, I guess I'm doing one. So this will be the inside, then I'll pull up the second wall and leave a gap there. So that way the hot tea doesn't burn my hand. Thanks. You'll find a lot of people making like chips and salsa kind of bowls too, like in the same technique, like the double walled. And Junior, I'm a big fan of faces on mugs. Faces on anything, it's fun. Right now I'm just trying to get like the extra slip off. That's good enough. All right. It doesn't, it's not, I'm not making, maybe to someone who hasn't done much of it before, it looks like I'm making it look easy, but like anybody who's done this and has like a lot of experience can probably tell right off the bat where I'm at in my clay journey, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it. This is something a little bit closer to what I do a lot more of. I'm not trying something new here. Well, semi-new. I am Groot. That's a great question, Lydia. Right now, they're about a finger's width apart, but that will shrink slightly. I think this clay shrinks like 10%. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever looked it up. I think it's 10 we'll see. We'll see how much it shrinks. And this is gonna be a gigantic mug. I'm using way more clay than I need. I didn't really do a great job at splitting the walls like the right amount. So what I think I'm gonna do is actually have this outer wall like curl down and wrap around. I am not, Lydia. I am intimidated by handles. I have not made any handles. And so this is my way of making a mug without having to make a handle, because the idea is that the outer wall will essentially be the handle. It'll protect my hand from, burning, since it'll be a pocket of air in between. It is tedious. It's very tedious. It's gonna be gigantic. I'm gonna have to hold it like a bowl. It's gonna be. That's alright though. Ah, I'm glad you get it now, Junior. I haven't even tried handles. That's how much. I think I tried them once and I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. I do have to say, a potter named Pottery Demon, he showed me a cool way to make handles on the wheel, kind of off the hump, and then like you like stretch the clay out until you get like a ring, and then you cut the ring off. I was like, I could probably do handles that way. David Thompson, yes, you do have to fire the clay after. That's what makes it safe to drink out of. Otherwise, once it dries, like these pieces behind me, they haven't been fired yet. They are dry though. I could throw them in a pot of water or a bucket of water and get clay like this back and be able to reuse it. So you have to fire your pieces to make them usable. Otherwise, they'll, disintegrate. Iofe? Apologies, I don't sell my pieces. I'm just a hobbyist. So I don't take orders. This is not a money-making venture for me. I'm just going to be trimming a lot of this off, I believe. It's got a wobble. It is going to be gigantic. And that's okay. Still trying to figure this out, you know? Like, so far, I haven't really made too much dinnerware. I made some double-walled bowls for my family for Christmas. They loved them, but I'll be honest, they came out super heavy. And I did the same technique that I did with this one. But every piece I throw, I learn something new. And what I've learned this one is that I need to figure out the right division of the clay for splitting the walls. So I made the outside wall too thick. What I probably should have done is just turn this into a double self-watering pot. There we go. But what's the thing they say about afterthought? Hindsight's 20/20. There you go. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. Trying to color it in a bit. I'm Hillbilly. You heard a story about your grandmother. That's cool. Ah, yeah. To make it better lit, Lydia? Usually I don't throw my pieces until fire my pieces till I love them. But the pottery studio I'm joined, where I fire my pieces, they're doing a glazing party. And it was kind of my idea, so I have to go. So I have to have something to fire. So I thought it's a good idea to start making these mugs and kind of figure out, like, I guess they talk about, like, what feels right. Because I have no idea what feels right on the lip of a pot. I will say, this is, like, gonna be the biggest foot ever. This is, like, probably about ½ an inch, 3/4 of an inch for a foot. It's gonna be a double-handed mug. Use both hands like a cauldron. Pazer said hi. You have to have a kiln. A kiln is what you have to have. You know what you could also probably be, Shuriken, is a Matcha Bowl. In fact, I may actually do that. I would just need to put a little spout on it, you know? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Passerby, that was funny. My exercising bowl. I don't feed trolls. I have compassion for trolls, man. I don't know why people would want to go out and, like, actively seek out having people have negative, energy towards them. So, I can imagine some things are pretty shitty. Sorry, not great in someone's life if that's what they do to get their kicks, you know? I think I'm gonna put the little spout after I pull it off. Let me get this. You guys go so fast. That's cool that you're from South Africa. Yeah, things come at time. I also assume most trolls are children. Though I do know some adults that I guess behave in that behavior. I don't know. I don't get mean behavior. I don't understand mean people. I never understood like I literally, like when I was a kid, I literally did not understand what people were doing when they were being mean. I was like, wait, are they joking? Is that a joke? I don't understand. Because no one would actually say that, right? And people do. And I imagine it's because someone treats them like that in their life. Oh, come on, you can go. You can go, Pot. This is a beast of a thing. This thing is so heavy. And then I decided I am going to make it like a matcha bowl, so I'm going to type a little spout, which is a good idea. That's like a thing on my list of things to do anyway. Teaching social skills out of college? Nah. This is the first time I've ever attempted a spout, and it's really obvious. I did read somewhere it needs to be higher. We'll see. Maybe I'll pour very slowly. My big old chunk of a bowl. So it is now a matcha bowl. Daniela said hi. Rara, wait, a person, I'm sorry person, I can't read your name. But it starts with a T. Hello. Rawa, have I ever made mortar and pestle? No, I haven't. I've thought about it. I have a very long list of items to make. Have I worked with designs while glazing? A little bit. I haven't fired a ton of my stuff. I really do a lot of reclaim. If you look on my channel, I've got a few things that I've glazed. I work a lot with underglazes, so it's more like painting. And doing things like sgraffito and stuff like that. I would like something that sits in the space better. Like that. Do a terrible job wedging this. What I should do is make a thing I can just pop in here and to wedge. I appreciate that, rah-rah. What's the deal with the spout thing? I didn't even know. Honestly, I haven't even like looked into matcha bowls. I just seemed like a spout would be a good idea. I'm not like the best, the most graceful person. And I need all the help as I can, all the help I can pouring things. Honestly, I usually just mix up my matcha in my mug. I'm a heathen, man, when it comes to tea. I use a mug and a fork. I don't think I told you that. I use a French press as my kettle. I don't have as my kettle, but my teapot. I want to make what I want to make is like those, the type that it's like, it looks like a little teacup with a lid that you use to strain. So you like pour your tea in a little teacup and then you pour it over. I want to make a set like that. Because I don't ever like serve somebody else. It's just me that drinks the tea. So I thought that would be perfect. Especially since I like doing the whole gong fu, because the downside of the kettle, not the kettle, but the French press is the leaves get caught in the thing. All right, I'm gonna slam this a couple of times and call it. It's gonna be terrible, but that's all right. Huh. I'm in the state of Georgia. Yeah, I just recently got into matcha. It's good, it's tasty, and I find it less work than some other teas, but I need to find a good source for matcha. The ones in the grocery store always have other stuff mixed in. It's like really weird. So this is actually a different clay than the other one I threw. I think I'm gonna try a double walled mug again. This is like 1.25 pounds. So we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna commit a crime and use the wrong slip for it of throwing water. Gaiwan, there you go. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, for real? I'm in Macon. I used to live in Jonesboro. So I'm about, depending on where you're in Atlanta, 2 to 3 hours, could be anywhere. Is the clay pre-mixed? Yeah, well, I bought it, so I guess it's pre-mixed. I don't really have a lot of the knowledge yet. Like clay, like throwing pottery is like there's so much to it. Like, there's so many rabbit holes to go down. Like, a lot of chemistry, which I'm not even touching. I've been just focusing on the craft of like making forms on the wheel and trying to keep my eyes closed to all the other stuff. But like, you can get into the weeds into like, what is clay made of? How is it going to react in the kiln? What's it going to look like? How is it going to behave? So this clay's got more grog in it, which is like, I believe it's like crushed fired clay, so it feels like sandy. But it's supposed to have it, help it be a little bit stiffer. Go to an Asian market. That's what everyone says I need to. Macon has an Indian market, but I don't know if it has like, that's the only Asian market I'm aware of. But in a nearby town, Warner Robinson, said there's an Asian market there, and they have a base, so they should have a good one. Curtis says hello. Simas says hello. David, California. Yeah, 3 hours difference. Going out to California is always rough. Like, I need a full day to recover. It's like, it's the equivalent of going overseas for me. And yeah, Sharuki, Macon's awesome. I moved here in like when did I move here? End of 2016. And then I moved away for like 2 years, and I just recently came back. I love it. It's a cool little town. I mean, it's not little, it's mid-size, I would say. It's got a good vibe. Ah, Junior, you can't visit me. That would be weird. No offense. Maybe I'm old, but I think meeting people in person that I met on the internet is never a good idea. Maybe if you had like a long-time relationship, like friendship or something, but to me it sounds like something the beginning of a true crime story. You could fire pieces just by setting them outside. Yeah. It gets pretty hot here, but we don't have wildfires like you. And I will say, Junior, South Africa is on one of my places I want to visit. There's like an island out there. It starts with an M, I believe. It's supposed to be gorgeous. We're from Scotland. I was born in Scotland. I was born in Aberdeen. And I haven't been back since. Scotland's also on my list of places to go. The Granite City. I didn't know it was called that. I was only there as a baby, and then we moved to the Netherlands, and then we moved to Texas. And then to Florida. Well, that's cool. No, Tony, but there is someone I can recommend you follow. Her name is Heathen, and I think she goes by Pottery Princess. But if that's your thing, that's where I would suggest going. There's also a chick, I think, called Pottery Nymph. Like, if that's like a kink that you're into, you can go follow them. But that's not what I'm doing here. Called God dang, I'm gonna look that up, Junior. You'd rather live in the States? In the state of Georgia. David, yes, there is a pedal to control the wheel. There's other ones that, other wheels you can get, they'll have a knob that you turn. But that just seems like something that's gonna get covered in clay, because everything gets covered in clay. I'm gonna close this up one more time and then start doing stuff with it. Yeah, stuff happens. I don't know how that happens to Rugen. Kind of used to it. But as I say, if I see anything or read anything I don't care for, I just don't respond. people have been saying inappropriate and uncomfortable things to me since I was about 2nd grade. So that's like, how many years? Like 30 some odd years of unwanted comments, unsolicited comments. You kind of learn how to deal with it. I've long realized that people's actions have nothing to do with me. So what people say and do, I don't take anything personal. And it has made my life much better. That and having no expectations. I am not moving. Anthony Armstrong says, really? Yep. No expectations, so I can't get upset at somebody. So like if I had the expectation that, okay, my chat's going to be filled with people who want to talk about pottery and cool things and just chat, or maybe just sit here and listen to the birds, I could have that expectation, but then I'd be really disappointed when I got people coming in here and saying all a bunch of weird stuff and just, you know, just trolling and stuff. So if I don't have that expectation, I can't get disappointed or upset when people come in here and do whatever they want. Because people are gonna people. And I am here for pottery and to kind of document my experience with pottery. This is like my way of journaling because I'm a terrible note taker. So this is how I remember what I do out here. And cool people coming by and saying hi, that's like a bonus. Yeah. It definitely, I was always the weird kid. And for a long time, things used to get to me. Well, actually, for a long time, I didn't even realize I was being made fun of. And then, when I did realize, I got really self-conscious. And then eventually, I just quit caring. And life's a lot better when you don't care. Junior, I already said my real name is Casey. Anthony, I'm from Georgia, the state of Georgia, the United States. Adeldides says, hi. Anthony says you're from England. That's cool. I got some cousins in England. Great Yarmouth. Norfolk. That's the area. In fact, the aunt that we're gonna get some thunder. Well, have fun in Florida, Junior. It's actually a pretty decent time to go to Florida. I would recommend the Gulf Coast. That's personally my favorite part of Florida. Yeah, I mean, also, Shuriken, like, the thing is, too, is recognizing that it's a practice, so, like, when you find yourself caring or getting upset, like, then not beating yourself up for it, you know? But what I find is even better than not caring is just having compassion. So like I said before, like, you know, I have compassion for trolls. I feel bad for them. I imagine what it's like to like live a life where you are so desperate for attention that you're just gonna go out and be mean to people because that's the only way that you can get attention, you know? Like maybe people are neglecting you in your regular life. And I find going at people like with compassion or trying to, that's like, that works even better than not caring. For me anyway. So I try to have compassion for all people. All people are creatures. I'm going to attempt this double wall mug again, but it's going to be much smaller. This is probably not enough clay for it. But that's how it goes. So I need to do a better job at splitting it this time. Bradwell. Okay. England's cool. I went when I was 15 to visit that aunt for 2 weeks. It was so cool. It was like the coolest experience ever. We went to like Warwick Castle. Oh man, I ate so many fish and chips. I had a blast. My cousins are a little bit older than me. God, we had so much fun. Went to clubs. I did all sorts of crazy things. Tequila says hi. Alright, so I'm going to try to split this in a better spot than I did last time. Night, Anthony. You have a wonderful evening. I do agree it's harder to handle someone being rude towards someone else than myself. That's tough. I will say bullies bring out the worst in me. But again, like I said, it's just a practice. And when I fail, it's okay. This is one wobbly mug for sure. Junior, sounds like you have a very fun trip ahead of you. From Florida to Australia from South Africa, it's not a very efficient trip, is it? I mean, I guess depends on which way you're flying from Florida. You see that wobbly mug? Ooh. I'd very much like to get rid of this clay. Oh my gosh. This is the last of this clay that I have. But this is not going well. It hasn't been touched for about a year. Well, that's cool, Junior. Look at that wobble. Part of me wants to try to save it. The other part of me just says, let it go. How much have I vlogged? An hour? I'm probably still going to toss it, but I'm going to bring up the second wall just for practice. Honestly, I think this just needs to be thrown back in the reclaim and restarted. Yeah. It's part of this wall and the inner one is super thin. Like it's just not, I didn't wedge it well enough. You saw how long I wedged it, and it's just not mixed well. Like it's not homogenized clay. So what happens is you get like clumps of clay that's harder than other parts, and then it doesn't spread out evenly, and then it just causes all sorts of chaos, and that's what happened. I think part of the issue is that I need probably about 1.5 pounds to do this. 2 pounds was too much. That one's so bad. Yeah. It's good. This is gonna be scrapped. And see what's happening is, so that just collapsed. So what happened was, when, like, imagine this outer one's pretty even, but imagine that I have a clump that is heavier. So like you see how I just added this? So one side of this now is heavier. But as it spins, the centrifugal whatever force, essentially moving gravity, as this spins, this heavy bit is going to swing out wider and wider and wider compared to if the entire wall was the same thickness, same width, it would swing out evenly. But having one bit that's heavier, it's going to start throwing it off, like going oblong. So that's what happened. But it's not a surprise. This was a crappy piece of clay. And that's why you should wedge properly. I've got 2 more pieces. They are of a different clay. And I think for this one, I'm going to try to throw a bottom watering pot. So I have this plant, it's behind me, I just bought, and I was thinking about making a pot for it. Okay, Peter, but I'll probably still call you Junior. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally, when I first started this, everything, even if I liked it, I cut it up and tossed it, because they say the first thing that you learn in pottery is non-attachment. You can't get attached to any of your pieces. Plus, I didn't have a way to fire them, so like, why even bother? This is gonna be interesting. This is hard as crap. This is like a baseball right now. So when things mess up, plus I don't have orders, you know, I don't. Sometimes when I'm working on a deadline, if I'm making a gift for somebody, it can get to me. But this is also just a practice. Like, all of this is like therapy for me. It's not even about making stuff. It's about, I don't know, being in the moment. Because when I'm not in the moment, that's when things mess up. God, I haven't done this clay in so long. God, so much. I gotta do so much reclaim. It's probably a good 10 pounds in here. It's a lot of names, Junior. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Well, because the other thing that kind of helped me was not get attached to pots was, so I didn't have access to a kiln for like the first year. And then when I did, I like fired a bunch of pots and then I didn't do anything with them. They're just sitting on a shelf over there. And I'm like, I don't want to like, after that, I was like, I don't want to fire something unless it has a purpose. Like, I'm not saying I'm like a full-on minimalist, but I try not to collect things that I don't need. But funny enough, one thing I learned was that to get better at glazing, I have to fire stuff. Because otherwise what happens is when I finally get something I like and then I try to glaze it, it doesn't really come out that great. And I'm like, well, crap. So I'm trying to find like a balance there between getting glazing practice and not being surrounded with a bunch of ceramics I don't need. That's cool. That's cool. I like things that are passed down through the family. do this one more and then start making something out of it. Yes, pottery could be an easily soap, and Pyro Demon's on another level, man. Yeah, Junior, I have been using 3 different clays. That's all I have left. I need to do reclaim. I don't know if you were following. Sure, were you following him when he was doing the trees? And he just had trees everywhere, like everywhere. It was cool, very artistic. I think he's a little sad about the trees. Whenever I ask, he seems a little sad. It's almost like the trees are like a bad breakup or something. But I would consider Pottery Demon like a legit artist. Like there's a you know, you have like artisan. Then you have like full-on artists. I don't know. Yeah, so this clay is Laguna B mix with grog. It's one of the first clays I threw with. In fact, man, this stuff is not working with me right now. The last one I threw with was Standard Clay Company. It's like 226, number 226. It's like a brown clay. When it fires, it almost fires like a paint color though. I don't like the color it looks when it fired. Like I like it when it's raw, but not when it's fired. And that first one I threw with is the Kentucky, I think Kentucky Mudworks Brown Bear. That one I used to hate, but now I love. Tucky starts with a T. I don't understand your language. Hopefully it's something nice. Yeah, man, that's why I'm gonna call him an artist, because he doesn't want to sell his stuff. I mean, I don't sell my stuff either, but that's a little different story. He's a funny dude. So this is the plant I'm making something for, and so it's a bottom feeding watering plant. So the first one I'm going to make is like the actual pot for it, and then oh wait, wrong water. I do try to concentrate sometimes, Junior. He is a good guy. I haven't caught one of his streams in a minute. I used to catch him all the time, man. I don't know why YouTube is being weird. Like, I have to actively seek out his videos. Yeah, I thought it would be helpful to me as well to see the plant and keep my eye on it. A little bit less, but that's fine. I need to make sure there's a foot on it. I thought it'd be cool to make pots specific for my plants. This clay is so stiff. This is actually, that's a new plant that I just got because I couldn't help myself. But I've got a few odd ones that are like odd shaped and stuff that I want to make homes for. Yeah, I guess so. I've been seeing shorts from him, but I forget that he has the shorts like stacked up. So maybe he's just, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he's working on stuff he's not streaming. I've never found that other channel he said he was working on, the flop one, and I looked. Like, I sought that thing out. I wanted to see those videos. Making a pot for this plant. Oh. Ben Wolf? Yeah, maybe. Alright. John, my skills on 1 to 10. 10 being what? 10 being the greatest potter ever? Probably like 1. 1 to 10 based on people who've been throwing as long as me. I say like a 6.5. Cause like there's some birds having a party up in that tree. Funny enough, I do not think this is going to be big enough. I think I don't have quite enough clay. Which is kind of a bummer, but it's okay. Thank you all. Thank you for the kind words. I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep the thoughts on the process. To rate myself is to go in the future or the past. I'm trying to get a little bit of height out of that. It's my mistake. I'm still going to do it. Can always be a prototype. Okay. Exactly. Exactly, John. You get it. Ooh, come on. Nope. Let's try it again. Actually, let's try this. Ooh, no, maybe let's not do this. It's like, yeah, because I already knocked it off. Well, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. There we go. Alright, so there's that one. And that is... Four inches. It's like 11 centimeters wide. No, would not be surprised, Junior, because you already told me. And yeah, sure, can I imagine it's a very similar thing. I watched your video if you throw in 100, I don't want to call them knives because I have a feeling that's not appropriate. Okay, 100 blades. Shuriken. Okay. Shuriken. Which, by the way, that day I was like, Shuriken. No, that's not what he says. And my little wormy brain for the next 3 days would just randomly say Shuriken, Shuriken. Non-stop. It's like a song stuck in my head. Come on. An anime called Naruto. I remember that. Rose about to launch over the head of your roof. Could be. I'm kind of close to Atlanta Airport. Adventures. Hello. No one should be bullying anybody. Everyone should be nice to each other. If everyone was nice to each other, always made an effort to be nice to each other, the world would really be much better. What happens is like one person has a bad day and then they spread that bad day to another person, and another person, and another person, and that's how bad vibes happen, man. Y'all hear that? Isn't that nice? Hey, Shuriken, you too. Drink some awesome tea for me. Maybe, by the way, Shuriken, if you haven't left yet, ask, Pottery Demon if he'd give it to you. That mug. Let's go one more time. In my opinion, flower pots, there can never be too many flower pots. Someone always needs a flower pot. I know it's weird to ask people to give it, but I have a feeling it's like the selling is just the principle of the thing. Or ask them maybe to trade. So I need to be a little bit wider. No, I think I'll be right. Right, Laserface, missed anything past that, sorry. What time of mud? Okay. This is Laguna B mix. With what grog? Which I believe is a stoneware mixed with porcelain. Don't quote me on that. think you're being annoying to me, John. Not at all. I don't know when y'all are talking to each other and when you're talking to me. So now I'm going to push this out to be way wider. I'm glad you find it therapeutic. Wider. John, you are full of positive energy, man, and I appreciate that. I am grateful for you. That is rain in the back, Papa. Right now, the only vibrations I feel are good vibrations, positive vibrations from the rain. Slow down a bit for this one. It's definitely got some wobble, doesn't it? Alright, we're gonna call it there. Floor, this does not want to come off the wheel. I gotta stop messing with it, otherwise it's gonna go bad. Come on. Let me press this. The idea is this one will sit inside this one. Yeah, a little close, we'll see. Well, y'all. Yes, USA. It is raining outside. And I have to go. But it was nice talking with everyone today. Sorry you're gonna miss the rest of the storm. It's gonna be pretty rad. All right. Y'all take it easy. Bye, passerby. I didn't know you were still here. Nice to meet everyone. John, thanks for the good vibes. Paula, hi. Thanks, Junior. Safe travels. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. Boop.